Hey guys, hope you're having a good day. I feel pretty good today. The house is empty except for my dog, and she's asleep on a blanket on my couch. It's been nasty outside, raining, uh, cold, just not one of those things. Uh, what I want to talk about today is something you saw me doing at the beginning of this video, and you've probably seen me do in a bunch of other videos. That's vaping. Uh, there is a huge controversy surrounding just that. Especially here in the United States. They stepped in and a few months ago declared that, you know, all vapor juice is considered a tobacco product, so now it's all being taxed the same way that cigarettes and cigars are. That people are saying that it's bad for your health, it's not bad for your health. There's not a lot of knowledge. There have been some studies done, and I'll post a few links in the description where you can go look for yourself at a couple of them, and there's plenty if you just Google it, you can find a bunch. The problem that I've seen with most of the testing is that all of them have decided that all vapor has nicotine. And many of the juices don't. They come in a zero nicotine level, and that's one of the benefits. I was a smoker for most of my life, and I'm not just talking my adult life. When I was a kid, it was legal and happened quite often for a kid to be able to walk in and buy cigarettes. And that started for me when my grandmother would pull up to a busy grocery store and she would have me run in and buy them for her. But I probably smoked my first cigarette at 9 or 10. By the time I was in high school, I was at least a pack a day. At the height, I was smoking probably close to 2 packs a day. Now, for that time period, I can guarantee you that at least twice a year I had bronchitis, chest colds, I had problems breathing, all the things that get associated with smoking. And after my first trip to intensive care, I decided it was time to try to quit. And I tried the methods that doctors tend to prescribe, the patches and all that. Well, I had a severe reaction to the patches. It shot my blood pressure up. It actually did something to my chemistry. I got very paranoid. Dreams were insane. And I literally just could not wear them. So that was a no-go. Well, a little over, I guess about a year and a half ago, my ex suggested trying vapor. Why not? It's worth a shot. So most people, especially people that haven't looked into it, don't realize that there are various nicotine levels that you can purchase. So you can start at a higher level or a medium level, depending on what your intake is of tobacco products. Now, within a year, I had cut my nicotine use from an 18 down to 0. I was legitimately, dryer's done, legitimately vaping just to control the habit. Roughly 40 years of that habit of smoking, it's something that doesn't go away. And legitimately, I mean, if you check, there are hundreds of flavors of vapor, so it was actually something I liked. It was good. Now, I can't say that I've completely controlled my nicotine habit, that it's always zero, but I always have that option. What I can tell you personally, in the year and a half that I haven't had an actual cigarette, I have not gotten bronchitis. I have gotten rid of both of my inhalers. I really haven't had a chest cold, haven't had much of a head cold at any point, and it actually saved me a ton of money because it is much cheaper, or well, it was, and it still is relatively, but the tax they put on really hurt. Now, a lot of people will come out and say, this is being marketed towards kids, and I can see some of that, and it really perhaps shouldn't be until there is more knowledge. But the knowledge has to be oh my goodness, my brain just went blank. It has to be middle of the road. It can't be leaning one way or the other. You have to get people from both sides to come together and do studies and testing so that someone can't adjust the data or use the data for their specific purpose. Because honestly, if you've ever taken a statistics course, if you want to manipulate numbers or use numbers for your benefit, it's a simple thing to do. Yes, I hate the buzzer on my dryer, but at least I know it's done. Now, what I would suggest is that if you are a smoker, if you are just looking at trying vapor, if someone smokes and you'd like to get them away from nicotine or get them away from something causes cancer, you can try the gum, you can try the patch, but a lot of that, it doesn't take away from that need to do something. I would suggest to check the literature. Go to your local vapor shop, talk to the person that's there, and I'm sure they can give you some other literature. Don't immediately buy into what they have to say because they're trying to sell something, but they can direct you to sources to look, to learn for yourself, something that many people don't do anymore. Investigate, find out on your own. You can look at it. People like me, it helped me a ton. Guys, what I don't want to see is the vaping community and vapor get the same stigma that big tobacco got. And hopefully, we can figure this out. Honestly, you can't say it's safe. Nothing in this world that we put into our bodies that we use is going to be 100% safe, ever. You have to decide whether the benefit is worth the risk. For me, the benefit far outweighed the risk, or any risk that it has. Guys, like I said, if you have questions, if you'd like to know more about vapor, send me a comment. I'll make another video. But please, if someone sends you a petition for something regarding vapor, take time to read it, look and see what it's about. There's a lot of legislation being pushed in the United States that could really hurt it, and it does have great value in the medical community for getting people away from actual tobacco and the tar that comes from it. I love you guys very much. Thank you for the 200 plus subscribers. And I will see you on the next video. I just want to make this short and get it out there. To me, vapor is a good thing. Have a great day.